About good morning to my dear students of the second year science. Welcome to Zoology online class. I was continuing or I am continuing with that is the sex linked inheritance. The topic is sex linked inheritance. And under the sex linked inheritance, there are two, that is the disorders or sex linked disorders. One is the color blindness, which we have already discussed. Then the second one is that is the hemophilia, which is in your course. That is the hemophilia. That is, it is another, that is the sex linked inheritance disease. That is hemophilia. That is, it is a, that is hemophilia is a sexual, or that is the sex, or it is a genetical disorder disease, or it is a not sex, it is a genetical disorder disease by which the blood is not clotted in the within the stipulated times. The blood is generally clotted or munda bandhi jaye ketobale na within 3 to 8 minutes, within 3 to 8 minutes. Clear? But the individual who is suffering from the disease hemophilia, the blood is not clotted within the stipulated time. He may die by a small injury by the bleeding. जदि गोटे छोट इंजुरी हुए से ब्लड बंद हम ना, से ब्लड चली रहा से लोकटा हुए तो मरी जाई पारे. सो हिमोफिलिया इज ए जेनेटिकल डिसऑर्डर disease where the blood is not clotted in the stipulated time, within the stipulated time. So the patient may die in a small injury, and that genetical disease, that genetical defect is due to the, or that gene, that is the gene which is responsible for that is attached into the X gene or sex chromosome, that is X chromosomes. Clear? So it is a sex X linked gene which causes the disease hemophilia. Clear? When that disease becomes muted, or that is when that disease or that gene is defective, becomes defective. Clear? And so this disease is otherwise called as the bleeders, or this hemophilia is otherwise called as the bleeders disease. It is otherwise called as the bleeders disease. Bleeders disease. This, that is the disease that is otherwise called as the bleeders disease. Clear? That means the flow of the blood is not stopped within the stipulated times if that individual is suffering or bears the defective, that is the disease of the or the gene of the hemophilia. Clear? Generally, and it was first that is pointed out or reported by the John Otto, that is the John Otto, that is the John Otto first that is reported this disease in the year of 1803. In the year of 1803, John Otto first reported that disease as that is in the year of 1803. Clear? And he pointed out that the gene which is responsible for the disease is a normal gene and which is present on the X chromosome, on the X chromosome in the normal state, that is called as the H. That is, he named it as the H. Then when that is it is muted, when it is muted, then it becomes the H1. It becomes the, that is the, it is named as, when it is, that is the muted, its name was, that is the, or its name was, he changed its name into, that is the recessive or a small h. That means it is a recessive character. We know that that is the, all the sex linked genes are recessive genes, and which occurred by the mutation of the normal gene, by the mutation of the normal gene. Clear? And that gene is attached into the X chromosome at the non-homologous part, Then it was, that is the pedigree analysis was studied by, that is pedigree. That is the pedigree. Pedigree means, pedigree, what is, you don't know what is pedigree. Pedigree means the, ये जो वंश परंपरा रे आमे जो गुटे देखुचु যেতବେଳେ ଆମେ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ୍ ହେଉଛି କ'ଣ କରୁଛି ବଂଶ ପରମ୍ପରା ଦେଖିକି କରିବୁ, ତା ମାନେ ଏଇସବୁ ଡିଜିଜ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ସେ ବଂଶରେ ଅଛି କି ନ ଅଛି ସେଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଆମେ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିଥାଏ। ତେଣୁ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ପେଡିଗ୍ରୀ ଷ୍ଟଡି about the hemophilia was first reported by the British geneticist, that is the J.B. Helden. That is, J.B. Helden started at the 1938, in the year of 1938. The pedigree study was carried out by, that is the J.B. Helden. That is the British geneticist, that is J.B. Helden. And he said that the first pedigree, that is, or he said that the pedigree started from, or the pedigree started from the Queen, that is the Victoria. That is the Queen Victoria. It starts from the Queen Victoria. That is pedigree study, or the pedigree starts from, the pedigree started from the Queen Victoria. That is Queen Victoria. Then it was found that later that is pointed out that is the Queen Victoria, the first pedigree study start from, or the pedigree start from the Victoria. Victoria कतुरु प्रथमे बाहरला माने कोन ना, ये हिमोफिलिया डिजीज बोली से हिसाब कले किए ना, हेल्डेन। कारण तांको बापा किंबा तांको माँ पाखरे ये रोग नथिला, तांको बापा किंबा तांको माँ पाखरे ये रोग नथिला। देन तेणु एटा किमिति सृष्टि हला, कारण द क्वीन विक्टोरिया भी से रोग रे आक्रांत नथिले, बट तांको पुओ, that is leopard, was suffering from that disease. That is his son Leopard, that is was suffering with that disease. तापरे एटा ट्रांसमिट हला into the Spain and Russia, into the Spain and Russia, royal family of Spain and Russia. It was transferred into the Spain and Russia through her daughters. कारण से daughters तांको सेठी से फैमिली की मैरिज कले तांका पुओ को, तेणु डिजीजटा सेपट को गला। तेणु से कहिले, and it was created by the mutation of some of the germ cells, either of her parent or the sex, or that is the germ cell of the Queen Victoria. से कहले जे आइदर से गैमेटोजेनेसिस बेले तांको बापा किंबा तांको मारो जर्म सेल रे म्यूटेशन हला, किंबा तांकर कौन सी जर्म सेल रानी विक्टोरिया किसी जर्म सेल म्यूटेशन है कि ये प्रकार डिफेक्टिव जीन तैयारी हला तेणु नॉर्मल जीन किए ही ना देले कौन ना बड़ एच जो म्यूटेशन हला ताकू देले सान एच बिकज इट इज ए रिसेसिव वन क्लियर तेणु एटा गोटे सेक्स लिंक्ड जीन जोटा कि एक्स क्रोमोजोम को अटैच होइछि जोटा कि एक्स क्रोमोजोम को अटैच होइछि जेहेतु एटा प्रथमे रानी विक्टोरिया थ्रू बाहरला इट इज ए रॉयल फैमिली एंड वाज ट्रांसफर्ड इनटू द रॉयल फैमिली ऑफ स्पेन एंड द रॉयल फैमिली ऑफ रसा क्लियर सो दिस डिजीज was otherwise called as the royal disease. This disease was called by the royal disease. Clear? And this is a X-linked, that is the gene, and it is caused by the X-linked gene. It kahi ki hala? Why it occurs? Na, that is आमे जानिचे जे ब्लड टा क्लोटिंग हेले 13टा फैक्टर काम करे. Clear? There is in the blood clotting there is a two system. One is intrinsic factor. There are two intrinsic pathway. Another is the extrinsic pathway. Intrinsic pathway रे आसीबो extrinsic pathway रे आसी की common path रे आसी की blood टा clot हुए. तेणु एठी 13टा factors are there. 13 factors are there. That these factors are nothing but the proteins. These factors are nothing but the proteins. तेणु ये जो डिफेक्टिव हला ये डिफेक्टिव रे किछि ब्लड ये जो क्लोटिंग फैक्टर गुड़ाक तैयारी हो पारले नाही जो तैयारी हो पारले नाही सेथि पाई जे ये पाथवे भल काम कला नाही तेणु आउ ब्लड टा क्लोट हला नाही हला तेणु गोटे छोट इंजुरी रे गोटे लोक कौन कला मरी जाई पारे सेथि पाई तेणु दिस इज द कॉज कहीं जे दैट ब्लड टा क्लोट हला नहीं ना ड्यू टू द एब्सेंस ऑफ द सर्टन दैट इज द क्लोटिंग फैक्टर्स एंड द क्लोटिंग फैक्टर्स आर नथिंग बट दे आर द प्रोटीन्स एंड these proteins we know they are synthesized inside the cell of our body by the order of the DNA or that is by the order of a gene. Clear? If that gene is a defective one, then that protein will not produced, and since these proteins are not produced, so the blood is not clotted, and the animal, that is the individual, may die within a that is even in a small injury because the blood will not clot. So that is jehetu that is the defect under the defective or under the that is the defect of the protein which are synthesized or in the bleeding factors. It is of 3 types. It is of hemophilia is of 3 types: hemophilia A, hemophilia B, and hemophilia C. Clear? Hemophilia A, hemophilia B, and hemophilia C. And these two are sex linked genes, but this is the due to the autosomes. The C is due to autosomes and it is rare, but these are A and B are common. In the A, that is what is the factor? That is the factor 7th. That is factor, that is the 7th, 9th, that is the factor 7. That is the VII. That is the factor 7 or clotting factor that is called as the 7 and which is called as anti-hemophilic factor, which is called as the anti-hemophilic factor. Anti-hemophilic factor is not synthesized. जदि A हेतिबो ताले ए फैक्टर टा कोन हला सिंथेसाइज्ड हला नाही हला आ हेमोफिलिया B रे that is the 9th, the factor 9th is not prepared, or that is called as the Christmas factor. That is called as the Christmas factor. And in case of C, that is here the 11th factor, the factor 11th is not synthesized, and it is due to the that is the autosomal defect. And it is called as the plasma thromboplastin antecedent. that is plasma thromboplastin antecedent. Plasma thromboplastin that is plasma thromboplastin that is antecedent. That is antecedent. Clear? So these three, that is the hemophilic, that is the clotting factors, are not formed as the genes are defective. Clear? And it is that is the hemophilia is 3 types: hemophilia A, hemophilia B. These two are sex linked gene, due to the sex linked gene, and this is due to the, that is autosomal gene. It is not a sex linked gene. Clear? And in case of the A, that is the factor 7th is not synthesized. That is the factor 7th is anti-hemophilic factor. And that is the 9th factor, 9th, that is called as the Christmas factor. It is, that is the not synthesized. In case of the C, that is the 11th factor, that is plasma thromboplastin antecedent, are not, that is the synthesized. So the blood is not clotted. Clear? So then the method of transmission or method of inheritance is similar with that of the color blindness. That of color blindness, which we have read already, that is the discussed. That is, here it is no doubt, it is a X-linked gene. It is X-linked gene. It is an X-linked gene, and it is a recessive gene. It is a recessive gene. Clear? It is a X-linked gene and it is a recessive gene. And that recessive gene is formed by the mutation of a normal gene, that is the dominant gene H, and the, that is recessive gene is donated, or that is the, it is symbolized by, that is the small h. Clear? It is similar with that of the color blindness, the process. So, but another thing is that the female which suffers from the, that is the color, that is the hemophilia, will never born. That is the always, that is the female will never born. If it born or if it take the birth, then she will die at the time of the menstruation. That is, in the menstruation, that is the menstrual cycle will not stop, so she may die in the first menstruation or first, that is the monarchy. Clear? So, what are the symbolized of the female? In the female, the normal is XX and the carrier is XH. You may write this way or you may write in this way. Clear? Then the sufferer, that is HX, H, like this. Clear? Similarly, the male, the normal is XY and the sufferer is, the male is never carrier, that is the sufferer is like this. Clear? So this is the symbolic representation of the disease hemophilia, like similar with that of the color blindness. Then what are the possibility of the cross? So you take the, that is the example of a cross between the male and a female. What are the possibility? First one, that is hemophilia male crossed with, that is the normal female. Clear? Then second two, that is the hemophilia male crossed or marry, hemophilia male marry to a carrier female. Carrier female to a carrier female. Then Another is that is the carrier female. Then another is the third, the normal man or male marry a normal man marry or marry, that is the or crossed with a, that is the carrier female. But you cannot write the sufferer female because she will die. You cannot, that is, take an example of sufferer female, but because she will die. Clear? So you take one by one. That is hemophilia male. In hemophilia male, like this, crossed, or that is hemophilia male, that is marries to a hemophilia male marries to a normal female XX. Clear? This is the parent. Then what are the gametes? Like this and XX. Then you come to the, this is the gamete, and you come to the F1. This is the carrier and this is the carrier, and here all the males are normal. This is carrier and this is normal. Clear? Then if you cross them, then you will find this is the same. Then you will find X into XY. Then X carrier. That is this. Then X is X, then X, sorry, that is X, sorry, if male is carrier, male is a sufferer, and here the female one is carrier and one is, that is normal. The male is, that is, the one male is normal and one male is a sufferer, but here one female is carrier and one female is normal, but the female is never sufferer. Clear? Like the color blindness, the female is most of the times is a carrier, but the male is a sufferer. The male is sufferer. I have told you in the previous class, that is due to the unequal, that is due to the homologous and the non-homologous. It is present in a non-homologous part and it is XY. Clear? যদি এইটি থাঁতা X গোটে রহন্তা তাহলে এইটি H রুহন্তা তাকে কমেই দিয়ন্তা, এটা কেন ডোমিনেন্ট রহন্তা। যদি ফিমেলটা এটি দুইটা যাকে X হেবে তাহলে যাইকি সফর হব, হলা সেটা কুহাইলা আরথর তার কারণ। সো দিস ইজ দ্য ওয়ান দ্যাট ইজ, এটি কেতে হলা না এটি 25% ফিমেল ক্যারিয়ার আউ 25 নর্মাল, এটি 25 ইজ সফরর মেল আউ 25 হচ্ছে নর্মাল। তাপরে আমি দেখিবা এটি কিছু নাই, যদি আগ যাহা এটি সেয়া, দ্যাট ইজ কলর ব্লাইন্ডনেস। সিমিলারলি another hemophilia male marries to a carrier female. Hemophilia, it come to the gamete, then carrier female, this is carrier female, then this is sufferer, this is sufferer female. Then this is carrier female. Then this is a sufferer male. And then this is normal. Clear? So that is here the one female is a sufferer, one male is a sufferer, and one that is one that is X. One carrier, and that is one is a sufferer female, one is a carrier. But here one male is sufferer and one is normal. So this is all about, that is the hemophilia male and carrier female. Then you come to the last categories, that is the normal male and carrier female. Normal male, clear? And the carrier female, like this. The normal male, that is XY, XX, X, then the gametes, XXH, that is the carrier, and XX normal, and here that is the sufferer male, and here the normal male. Clear? So you see, in all the cases, the male is maximum sufferer, male is never carrier, and the female is, that is the carrier, and the least that is the person is sufferer. Like in the previous, I have told you in the previous, that is the black races are suffering more, less than the white races are suffering 8%, the black races are suffering 4%, and that is and the females are suffering 0.5%, like this here also. Then and another thing is that although there is no permanent cure for this disease, but transfusion of the normal blood helps in checking the bleeding by providing some clotting factor. जदि आम ब्लडटा जनक कतरू ट्रांसफर करवा ए प्रकार डिजीज पर्सन को ताहले ए जो फैक्टर गुड़ा ता कतरू आसिकी ब्लड क्लोटिंग टाको बंद करवा. आउ कौन ना से कहूँ फॉर दैट इज पेशेंट सफरिंग फ्रॉम हिमोफिलिया ए जो मैंने सफर करुँच एंटी हिमोफ्लोबिक ग्लोबुलिन इज नाउ एवेलेबल. आजिकली एटा एवेलेबल है एंटी हिमोफिलिक फैक्टर जोटा सेटा आजिकली एवेलेबल है, इंजेक्शन आकार देले हम. इट मे समटाइम्स लकीली डिसअपियर्स, बेले बेले एटा ए डिफेक्टा भी डिसअपियर हो केतले ना व्हेन ए बैक म्यूटेशन इज अकर्ड. जो बैक म्यूटेशन हम बेले बेले तेतले एटा कौन होची ना हिमोफिलिया भी भल हो जाउची. बैक म्यूटेशन है, म्यूटेशन विभिन्न प्रकार हम, लाइट पड़े हम कि खाद्य जमी हम, जमी आमर जो आमको कैंसर हो, कैंसरटा कौन हो, दैट इज ऑल एंड सडन कहार कहार हो तार ठीक ना, जो तार होता कही हम ना जो कहार कैंसर हो कि कौन है, ठीक सेमती एटा बेले बेले भी भल हो जाई पारे बाय द बैक म्यूटेशन. सो विथ दिस आई completed the hemophilia. In the next class I will start the chromosomal disorder in men. hala chromosomal disorder seta dita class hoile amar sari jibo. hala so thanks to all.